shit. But yeah, she done tore shit up. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She going ham, y'all. Here she go. Here she go.
No, you record me, so go ahead.
No.
Show me.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Show me. Show me.
You got that?
Show me.
You got that?
Show me. Show. I'm doing the video.
Alright.
You're doing the video.
Alright. Alright.
Get out. You got your video. Now get out. Come on. Get out. A man don't do that. He don't record you. That's not safe. How do you feel safe?
I can't talk to you right now. You ain't hear shit I'm talking about. You ain't listening. We ain't got no.
This is your brain on drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Ha Kodash. And double honor to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone. And to the rest of the brethren on down, teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Shalom Bayaz Shah Dabadah. And to the Akim and Akwat that's out there repenting, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah, Shalom to you, Mashpachah. And also to the speck of bird about people that's among the other nations looking like the other nations. Shalom. Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. You see? You see? And what the Most High said about who is those foolish ones. Let's grab it. Proverbs 7. And let's go down to it. And what it says? Verse 11. She is loud and stubborn. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's get down first. Verse 9, chapter 9 and 13. And it says what? A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. See? So what it says, you see what he said. So that's a woman right there that don't know nothing. That's a foolish woman that'll tear her house down. What it said, a wise woman will build her house, will build it. But a foolish woman would tear that motherfucker down, would destroy all her shit. See? And then be looking around later like, damn, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get this and get you. Well, you did it to yourself. You see? Because why? You are fools. Why? And why are they fools? Let's get that one. Why are they fools? Why are they fools? Why are they fools, Slakia? Why are they fools? This is why they fools. Simple. Now you got some sisters that might have a little sense and have a little wisdom, and that'll come through the Most High, right? But the mass majority of them, you saw it. You saw it for yourself, right? And this is why. 17, and it says what? Because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. See? So that's why. That's why. A damn shame. Let's read that again. Verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Why? Because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, and neither had he imparted to them understanding. You see? And what did it say? At verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So clearly she don't fear Yahweh. A damn wilderbeast, see, would tear up your own motherfucking house. Because why? The Most High ain't gay. Shit. Shit. You see what it says, but let's go down. Let's get this other one real quick. That's a damn shame. See, and you heard, and a lot of things. I wanted to say this, and a lot of things. When they got them problems, hey man, it sure feel good for the Lord to take those demons away from me, and you not even want to need or want those things. See, but you heard what the brother told him. He said you must ain't got no weed or something. Why? Because that shit ain't no good. And especially nowadays when they using all this stuff and all this stuff to grow to grow it and stuff, those steroids. And one of the symptoms for steroids is that's what they be putting in that stuff to cause it to help it grow fast. See, that stuff will be up within a matter of weeks. It'll be a full stalk. And that's why they put them steroids in it to grow fast. And what are the side effects of steroids? Behavior change and mood swings. And that's what you would get off that shit. So you heard what the dude said. You ain't got no weed or something. But I clipped it together. You ain't got no weed. no weed or something, right? And because that's what your brains update. That's what your brains is like on drugs. See, fried. So what did Jordan say? Hey, stop it. If you're doing it, stop it. Get you some help. And the only help you can receive is Yahweh Shemi Shah. See, through. Well, let's grab this one, though. Just finish, man. That's a damn shame. Ecclesiastes 7. Hey, man. Shit. Hey, these ways of the Most High keep your ass from the matter of fact. Let me grab that before I get this one right quick. Hey, these ways of the Most High, man, they'll keep you from that strange-ass little dog. Shit. Let's grab it. What is that? Is that 7? Is it? I think it is. Proverbs 7 and verse 1. Let's start from the top. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law is the apple of thy eye. Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thy heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger, from the stranger, which flattered with her words. So what these instructions of Yahweh Shall gonna do for you? Hey, it's gonna keep you from one of them little dogs like that. It's gonna keep you from their ass, man. You got some sisters that got a reasonable, form of understanding. Hey, but when you run into them little dogs like that, hey man, you better know what you supposed to do. And one of them is to get the fuck away from their ass. See? But let's go back to that real quick. Let's go back to it. Right? Let's grab it. Ecclesiastes 7. Let's go down to it. 7 and 26. Let me see. Let's start at 25. Matter of fact, let's start at 23. Why not? And it says, what? All this have I proved by wisdom. Ecclesiastes 7 and 23. All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me. That which is far off and exceedingly deep, who can find it out? I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You see what it says? Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape her. And what is one way how you please Yahweh? By following his instructions. Hey man, it's two things. Those following his instructions will lead you to life, or not following them will lead your ass to death. And it says what? Shall escape her. but the sinner shall be taken by her. See? Man, hey, man, you better, shit, you better run and run fast. Ain't no good. Wicked as hell, man. Wicked as hell. But you know what it says, though. And some motherfuckers like that wicked, a wicked man love that kind of shit. Like, I can't stand it. But a wicked man, you will love that kind of fuel and that fire, that flamey kind of person like that. Because why? You will be a wicked motherfucker. Matter of fact, let's grab this real quick. Let's grab that. Sirach. What is that? Is it 25? Yeah, I think it is 25. Let's grab it. Sirach 25. And I'm gonna get that anyway. I'm gonna get a few things in this chapter. Sirach 25. Is it further down? Well, let me read these first. Sirach 25. I start at 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. See? And it says what? In verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You see that? So it said, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And that portion of a sinner fall upon her, meaning let the reward of the wicked fall upon her. And what's the reward of a sinner? We already know. You already know what it says in Proverbs. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death. What he says in Amos 9 and verse 10. For all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So we already know what the reward and the portion of a sinner is. See? We already know. See? Just through. A goddamn wicked demon, man. See? A wicked fucking demon. See? But let's go get that at 26, though. Slakia. Sirach 26. And what it says? I thought that was 2. Well, that's the good girls right there. Right? That's with the good girls right there. Is it around 23? Yeah, I think it's around 23. Right. And it says what? Verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion, meaning what is that portion? As a reward to a wicked man. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh. See? So what did he say? That, hey, the ways the instructions of the Most High get you away from them kind of people, man. See? Because they ain't no good, man. They ain't no good. They ain't no motherfucking good, man. They ain't no good. But let's go back to that one. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. I want to read that again. Sirach 25. And we're going to grab 13, 16, and 19. And what it says at 13, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. I had, verse 16, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see that? Hey, man. But some jakes are like that. Some wicked ass jakes are like that. You heard what old Alazar say. You heard what he said. He said he liked the so called black sisters that be cussing and be wild like that. He liked them because why? You're a wicked individual. The only wicked motherfuckers like that. But brothers that have a certain a sense of dignity and mind and a mindset about themselves, that should have turned them off. A woman like that, she would turn them off. You know, you'll look at that bitch, you fucking you fucking despise that bitch. You look at that every time you look at that bitch, you be like, I can't stand this bitch. But let's grab this one. Proverbs. Damn shame, man. That's some toxic shit right there, man. You know, that's why brothers will be. You have an ulcer, a fucking stroke, or a heart attack and shit. Fuck with these damn. Hey, man, they is as deaf, man. They as deaf. See, that's why it said up in that and we said, you see what it said with a virtuous woman. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to that, man. See, but let's grab this one. Proverbs 21 and verse 9. Let me see. Yeah, we get straight to the point. It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. See, it's better for you to dwell in a corner of the housetop and in the motherfucking wilderness than for you to dwell in a wide house with a wicked woman. Why? Because she'll follow you all over that motherfucker. There ain't nowhere you can go in that house that you escape that woman, that contentious bitch. Ain't nowhere you can go. Everywhere you go, that bitch will be right there on your heels, bringing the funk wherever you at. Bring it right wherever you at. That's when she go bring it. You know, just hey man, a damn wilderbeast, a wild ass, untamable, unattainable, unfucking control. You cannot tame him. Untamable beast. See. No, see, that's what they'll do to Jake, though. Hey, man, you'll fuck around and have a heart attack or a stroke or something with their asses. But when it come to their ass being with the damn Edomites, shit, they don't do that. They don't do that shit. But let me go back to that, because I want to get the opposite of that, because it shows you. Let's go back, Slakia. Let's go back to that. Sirach at 26. Because what did it say pertaining to a woman that's opposite of that? What she'll do? What she'll do for you? What she'll do to you and for you? What would she do? Let's see. Slakia, 26 and 1. Sirach 26 and 1. It says, blessed is the man that had a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. You see that? Now, that woman that you saw on the screen, she was the opposite. She was contrary to a virtuous woman. So what you think the number of your days will be? They will be short. Those things, they will be half of you. You ain't gonna be double. It will be half of it. It will be you'll have a half of a lifespan. Fucking with that broad, man. See, your life will be cut short. They'll cause you to have a stroke, or also a stroke or a heart attack. What it says in verse 2, a virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. You see, but you see what it said right there pertaining to that virtuous woman in verse 2. That's what I wanted. A virtuous woman will rejoice her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. See? She wouldn't do you. She ain't gonna do you wrong. Matter of fact, well, is that Proverbs 29? Let's grab that one. Is that Proverbs 29? Let me see. I ain't read that thing in a while. Proverbs 29. Or is it 31? Let me check. I think it's 31. Proverbs 29. Let me check that first. Proverbs 29. Yeah, I think it's 31. Yeah, Slocky, it's 31. Gotta be. Proverbs 31. And let's start at 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. And that's the point that I wanted right there at 12. You see what that virtuous woman will do? See? Not only will a man live out his life, live a full life if you're dealing with a virtuous woman, not only will his days be double, meaning you will live a full life, but not only that, but guess what? She would do what? She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. You see that? So that stinky ass dog that you just saw on the screen, that ain't no virtuous woman. That when it says her hands she is as bands and trap nets and shit, hey man, that's death right there, man. She is as death. See? So what it says about this virtuous woman, let's read it again and end it off, because it was just a quick one. Damn, I don't even know how the fuck it wound up being 20 minutes. Damn. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. You see? And that's what a good woman, a virtuous woman, will be for her man. But a wicked ass, wilder ass beast, man, your life will be cut short dealing with them bitches. So what we supposed to be doing? We supposed to be acknowledging and following the instructions of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Why? Because he know what's best for us. And I'm going to end it off there, giving all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua by Hashem B'cha HaKudash. Shalom, Yasharallah.